Hey guys, Julie here with some meal prep tips for you. Today it's Sunday and we're going to have a busy week, so I wanted to get a few things ready. So today one of the things I'm prepping is an egg bake. Now I love making what I call egg muffins because it's a really good way to use up leftovers and to make sure you get a nice boost of protein for breakfast. Protein is the most satisfying nutrient and it keeps you feeling full for longer. We also need a lot of it in our diet so that we keep our muscles strong, our brains functioning well, our hormone levels really good, and even our bone matrix uses a lot of protein. So the great thing about doing an egg bake or egg muffins is that you can use pretty much whatever you have left over. If you've got leftover vegetables that you've cooked from the night before, instead of letting them go to waste, throw them in there. It's pretty much anything goes, whatever sounds good to you that particular week. Now, if I make egg muffins, I use these little silicone muffin cups in my muffin tin because if you've ever cooked eggs in the oven before, you know how sticky they get. Today, I'm going to make more of a, cut them into bars. So I've greased a pan and then I'm lining it with parchment paper to make it a little bit easier to clean up. So what I've got going here is I've whisked some eggs, about 10 eggs there. In the States you'll buy them in 12s, but here we get them in packs of 10. I'm just cooking a little bit of cubed bacon, and now I'm going to throw in some shallot. You can use onion in there. The other good thing is I'm sauteing these things before I put them in with the eggs, but you don't actually have to do that. You can just throw them in. Doing a little bit of bell pepper. Of course, for color I should have used red, but that's all right. We've got yellow. And I'm going to just saute those for a few minutes, and I'm going to also throw in some mushrooms. We had a nice mushroom blend that I used for dinner the other day, and it needs to get used up, so this would be a great way to do it. You can saute things in a little low temperature with a little bit of olive oil, or coconut oil makes a great thing, great flavor, and you can cook it at a little bit higher temperature. We're going to move those around and just let them cook a bit because they'll continue cooking with the eggs when it goes into the oven. And lastly, because we need our greens, I'm going to throw in a couple of handfuls of some spinach, and that will make for not only a colorful dish, but also a really healthy one. And lastly, I'm going to throw in some minced garlic. And just so you know, a lot of people put garlic in at the beginning of cooking with onions, and that's really not the best way to do it because the garlic can get scorched and a little bit bitter. So if you add it when you've only got about a minute of cooking left to go, it'll add a lot better flavor. And of course, garlic is really good for you. Another quick tip is when you're chopping garlic, chop it ahead of time because it takes about 10 minutes for it to release all of its beneficial properties. So once you've chopped it up, the oils start to come out, and that gives it time to work for you at its best. So anyway, I am going to finish sauteing these things, and then I'm going to mix them in with the eggs, pour them into my baking pan. I'm putting it in the oven at about 180 Celsius, which I can't remember in Fahrenheit, probably 375 or so. And we're going to let that cook for 15 minutes. Make sure that the eggs are done to my liking, and then if it needs a little longer, I think maximum 20 minutes. And that's it. It took me about 10 minutes of prep for all the veggies and getting the eggs beaten, and then we let it cook in the oven while I do other things, and you've got a week at least worth of breakfast. I'll probably get 8 or 10 bars out of that pan, 9 by 13 pan. So it's a nice way, again, to make sure that you get something healthy and tasty before you walk out the door in the morning. And now with everybody trying to get back into a routine, this is a really good way to help that be done in a healthy way, because we don't want to start sacrificing nutrition because we get really busy and life gets in the way. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to get ideas on other meal prep tips, I'm happy to share those with you. Just give me a thumbs up and let me know what you want to hear about. Talk to you later. Ciao.